The Anfield Wrap started in about 2010. The idea was to produce a podcast and a website that reflected the views of match-going fans, that talked about our issues, that told the story of what we know it's like to support Liverpool Football Club and to live Liverpool Football Club. We felt at the time that there was a niche there for the Anfield Wrap. The mainstream media covers football in a certain way. They don't know what we know. They're not on buses and trains going week in, week out. They don't live it like we do. You know, they're in press boxes, they're in press conferences, they're not in the stands, they're not in the streets, they're not in the pubs, and they don't see what we see, they don't hear what we hear. So we felt there was a story to tell there that wasn't reflected elsewhere.
I can't really remember not being a Liverpool fan. My dad was a huge Liverpool fan and he bought me the shirts, bought me little hats, the scarves as soon as he could, really. I had all the videos in the house. I remember my first experience really of the team was watching old VHS videos and learning about the history and all the players and stuff like that. So by the time I was lucky enough to go to a game, which was when I was about 8 years old, I was already ready to go. I already knew, you know, all the team and all the players.
I've been a Liverpool fan for as long as I can remember. I've been going to the match since 1990. I started going the year after we'd won the league, so I saw every one of those 30 years that we waited for the next one.
Weirdly, I can't believe I'm saying this, but given the coronavirus and the pandemic, but winning the league was something I'll never ever forget. And to be honest, I thought it would be quite strange not being in the ground and it'd be too hard and we wouldn't be able to celebrate, but we did in our own ways with the people we wanted to celebrate with, and it meant that I think if you would have been in the ground for when we won the league, you might not have been with the people that you love and like your friends and your family the way that we were. The city was electric. There was just car horns, flags, flares, you name it, fireworks all night. It was, the whole city was having a party. It was, honestly, if I could go back to one moment, it would be the night that we won the league.
Being a scouser is just what we say to people from Liverpool and the area. You know, we like to think it's an attitude as much as sort of where you're from, really. So Scouse people are very proud, very quick-witted as well, but look out for each other as well. So I think that sort of Scouse mentality is one of togetherness, really, and standing together and looking out for each other as well.
I think pride is a really big thing in Liverpool. I think people are very proud to be from here and will shout from the rooftops about where they're from and are not ashamed of being a Scouser.
I like the tell us never tagline, really, because I think it sums up Liverpool quite well in that if you tell a Scouser they can't do something, they'll say, well, I'll show you. And I think that's a big sort of part of the attitude in the city, really, is I'll show him or I'll show her. If they've said I can't do something, then I'm going to be determined to do it. And I think the football team is a bit like that as well. You know, when we're a few goals down or something and people say, oh, that's it, game over, it is, you know, the Liverpool spirit to come back. And we've had some incredible nights in our history. You know, the crowd don't give up on the team, and I think that inspires, you know, the team to some amazing things.
I think we've got to be really clear and not. What we shouldn't do is set the rules as to what Liverpool fans are or what they look like. No one's got the right to do that. A Liverpool supporter is anyone who wants to decide to be one. It is a communal experience. Football does not make any sense whatsoever as something you do by yourself. And I think that that's the thing that matters, and that is the thing that sets the football club apart in a global sense, and it's the thing that you know should remain absolutely at the centre of what the club does very, very well. And I think it's at the centre of what the team does very, very well as well. You know, no one is in this on their own. Everybody is in this all together.
It's fantastic to be a Liverpool supporter. I absolutely love it. I've got a season ticket on the Kop, and you know, I'm surrounded by people that I didn't know once upon a time, but I feel like I do now. And I think there's a fantastic supporter culture around Liverpool. We do it a little bit differently. We are a little bit mad, maybe. We do pour everything into being Liverpool fans. And I think, you know, that's why we've got Jurgen Klopp, though, and that's why we've got the team we've got. Because everyone feeds off each other, and that's why we're getting the success that we've got.